And this is a typical set of buildings. This area is known as a garden. We have 2 buildings here. There's 1 trainer and 2 caregivers. Okay, that was Stacy, one of the caregivers. This is Elizabeth. She's the other caregiver here. Katie is the trainer. I don't see her outside right now. This one's Elizabeth. And we work with our volunteers. And if you notice, that dog has a green collar around its neck. Okay, all the dogs in here, with the exception of the clubhouse, are all green collar dogs. Green collar means, for volunteers, they're very easygoing dogs. Anybody can walk them. You don't need walking experience, and they're just kind of the perfect dog to be able to go home to a forever home. If it's a purple collar, that means it's adult only, and we prefer someone that at least has a little bit of experience walking dogs, because they might be pullers and they're still not, quite there with the walking etiquette, I should say. If it's a red collar dog, that means it's a staff-only dog. Now, a staff-only dog doesn't mean a bad dog. This is the fairway, our next building. You can see some of our volunteers here with dogs. The volunteers have those big white, that's Debbie, she's one of the caregivers. Our volunteers have those big white circles with their names on them and a little pin. And I didn't go over the fence with you. Let's do that right now. This new fencing is really awesome. If you look at the top part, it's angled in. That's anti-jump, because some of our dogs can run and jump like deer. In the middle section, instead of being the typical diamond-shaped that they can climb or get their paws caught in for injuries, it's little vinyl covered squares. And on the bottom section, it may be hard to tell, but that's doubled up. And that goes 3 feet into the ground. And the reason is some of our dogs are excavators and like to dig. This little area right over here is an exercise area. It's called the X Pen, or the exercise pen. On movie night, our dog's favorite movie is Forrest Gump. So this is kind of the Forrest Gump running area for our dogs. So they need a little bit of extra exercise. They want to run instead of just 2 walks a day. Some of our high energy dogs need that. Now this is going to be very odd for you to see. If you look to your left, you will see the cats at Dogtown. The Kalmar cats are here. They're the feline leukemia positive cats. Why are they here? Their building is being expanded. So they're just in that temporary dwelling right there until the construction is complete. Okay, I'm sure most of the adults in here remember the 10th year anniversary is coming up in a few weeks, about 2 months now, a little less than 2 months. We had 22 of the worst assessed dogs that we had to beg the courts to let us have, and they were from the Bad News Kennel, which was located in Virginia, owned and operated by former NFL quarterback Michael Vick. We know them as the Victory Dogs. And the Victory Dogs were brought here, but we were told by the experts, you're wasting your time. You cannot rehabilitate a dog that's been both bred and trained to fight. Well, thankfully, we proved them wrong. 13 of the 22 dogs got adopted into forever homes, and the courts put really strict guidelines. It's called a canine good citizenship they had to reach, a strict series of goals that if the dogs didn't reach them, they couldn't go. We still have 3 dogs remaining here at Best Friends from the Victory Dogs. 2 of them live here. They're not outside right now. I was looking for them. And that's Curly and Maya. Both of them are close, but they're probably not going to get adopted out, only because they have such a good routine here. They go to office visits every day because they're so well behaved with people. Are they still a little bit iffy with dogs? Yes, and that's why they're still here. Another dog named Merrill, she lives in Old Dogtown, where we're going to be going in a little while. And like I said, that was a great story for us, and it really put Best Friends on the map. Do we have little dogs?